2010, a year of connections for the City of Durham as a city of champions.
Proven over and over on the basketball court with the Duke's men's team winning its 4th national championship, on the lacrosse field with the Duke men capturing their 1st national title, in our business and in our communities.
2010 was a year of challenges and victories, but most of all, it was a year of strengthening Durham's connections with its people, the nation, and the world.
Expanded transit opportunities help connect people to each other and to the region.
Unveiled in August, the Bull City Connector is connecting residents, workers, and visitors to key destinations in and around downtown.
Service helps Durham reach its goal of expanding public transit to increase community mobility, access, and connectivity.
And best of all, it's free, as is the NCCU Connection for NC Central and Duke students, faculty, and staff. An initiative allowing them to travel on data buses displaying the NC Connection emblem.
It will enable our students to be able to step up their volunteer and their engagement activities, to take advantage of the fine venues from the museums to restaurants and recreational kinds of things, all of the things that are part of a complete undergraduate or graduate education.
The buses can be boarded anywhere along Fayetteville Street between Cecil Street and the Durham Station, where they connect with, you got it, the Bull City Connector. Of course, it doesn't stop there. Durham is also broadening its regional transit partnerships. In fact, Triangle Transit's assumption of data's management is expected to help the system operate more efficiently, resulting in better connections both locally and with the regional transit system.
More connections covering Durham and the region.
Extending connections between underserved populations and the services they so sorely need.
The grand opening of the long-awaited Durham Teen Center marked the beginning of a new era for young people in Durham.
Isn't this a beautiful morning and a great day in the City of Durham?
Teens now have a safe space to call their own while connecting with each other in their community.
It is a place for them to come and just be themselves, at the same time take advantage of the various resources that Durham has to offer.
Durham senior citizens are also being connected with the services they need. The 32-unit Maplewood Square apartments are located on land donated by the city. They are providing affordable housing for seniors in Southwest Central Durham, offering both support and independence.
We found here at Maplewood where, because of the energy efficient appliances, our electric bill is cut in half. Our rent is a lot less expensive than what it was, and in all honesty, over the course of a month, I'm saving about $250 a month from where I was living at before, and that's keeping me from being homeless.
Services they need and deserve, as do our community veterans and homeless individuals and families. That's why work provided through Project Homeless Connect to nearly 500 people during this one-day event is so significant.
Right now we're offering services in housing, employment, veteran services. We're having dental, medical services, and a variety of other different services. We may have massages going on, haircuts, showers, you name it, we've got it.
It's been a great opportunity for a person like me that really has nothing.
Necessary connections that are changing lives.
Vital connections that are linking communities.
The R. Kelly Bryant Jr. pedestrian bridge is now providing a crucial connection between communities once divided by the Durham Freeway. It's linking residential and commercial areas, as well as connecting them to existing and future trails.
Let us be proud of this bridge and the trails that are in this midst. Let us, living in this vicinity, agree to sign up and become a part of a group to see that this area is always kept clean and nice looking, as a community and a bridge ought to be.
A sense of pride shared by the Waldheim community since the opening of its new recreation center. The 26,000 square foot facility is providing an essential connection for the historic community. A community that previously had no adequate gathering space to serve the needs of its residents.
While this facility is new, We made sure that it still maintains the rich history of the walled town community.
That blending of the past with the present to benefit our communities was also evident during the holidays. The annual tree lighting ceremony was combined with the first ever holiday fun fest to help connect residents from all parts of the city with each other.
It's a great opportunity for me to see some of my friends and to meet people I haven't known or met before.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity to get out and see folks in the community.
Lighting the way and bridging gaps between our residents and their communities.
Connecting job seekers with the jobs they so desperately need.
Whether it's through its career conference, the many services provided by the Durham JobLink Career Center, or training programs and job fairs for teens and more specialized populations. The city put $1.2 million in federal stimulus funds, plus other monies to work, connecting those who need jobs with the organizations and businesses that can provide them.
What I got out of this program was just different interviewing skills, learning to work with different people in groups, teamwork.
I learned that there's a lot of career fields that I can go into and I have an opportunity to do with a lot of effort.
In turn, the city is doing its part to ensure that the type of individual efforts pay off. In order to maintain an unemployment rate lower than other cities in the state, Durham is working to attract high-growth, high-demand industries such as smartphone manufacturer HTC America Innovation. To do that, the city is using economic development incentives to benefit large and small businesses alike. It's continuing to foster a climate of local support and entrepreneurship that contributed to the expansion and hiring of more workers at CREE, and to the creation of such ventures as the American Underground, a new hub catering to startups in the American Tobacco campus. It is also forming important partnerships such as with Builders of Hope to not only revitalize our community, but to make sure that the jobs those efforts bring are helping to put more residents to work.
This job has benefited me and my family tremendously. It's hard out here in this recession time, especially for people with records. So getting this opportunity with my foot in the door, it's really helped me out a lot.
Connecting more people with jobs creates a stronger and more vibrant community and economy.
Connecting our water supplies to those of our neighbors brings additional resources to our city.
Durham's crucial interconnections with neighboring utilities offer a critical backup water supply in case of droughts or other short-term supply issues. During 2010, the city finished building a third interconnection with Cary. These interconnections will not only allow Durham to share water with Cary if needed, but they will also enable the city to receive its entire allocation of water from Jordan Lake.
By increasing our connection capacity with Cary, Durham's now able to get all 10 million gallons per day of allocation from Jordan Lake. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to get water at that level from Jordan Lake. We'd really be getting most of our water from the city-owned reservoirs of Lake Mickey and Little River Reservoir. The connections with Orange Water and Sewer Authority in Chatham County has also recently been strengthened, and one of the two planned interconnections with Raleigh has been completed. Efforts that complement another initiative the city and its regional partners are undertaking through the Jordan Lake Partnership. We're undertaking a study of all the interconnections in the region so that we can identify opportunities to strengthen our response to drought and to other emergencies.
Connections that are helping to provide sustainable water solutions for us all.
Far-reaching connections that take us beyond ourselves and provide ties to the nation and to the world.
The 2010 census allowed Durham to connect with the rest of our country by making sure that our residents are counted, our voices are heard, and that our needs are met.
The census is important for Durham for two major reasons. Number one is funding. There's more than $400 billion at stake, and we want to make sure that North Carolina, and especially Durham, we get our fair share, and also political representation in Congress. In 2000, we were awarded another seat, and hopefully with an accurate count, we'll get another one for 2010.
With a 75% response rate, Durham residents show that they were ready to stand up, be counted, and be connected with the rest of the nation. We've also proven that we were ready to have instant access to the global community as well. The enormous effort to bring Google's fiber project to Durham has shown that our city means business. Collaborating, communicating, and just plain old pulling together for a common purpose.
We are a vital and creative community serious about our connections to the world.
Thanks, Farad. But speaking of being taken seriously, what about the Durham art scene in 2010? To say it was wicked would be an understatement, especially for those 85,000 citizens who were fortunate enough to see it right here in Durham.
We bring you good news today.
In its second year of operation, the Durham Performing Arts Center earned nearly $1.2 million for the city, a success by any standard, but especially in the current economic climate.
Some of our season highlights this year is we achieved 10,000 season ticket holders, and that's a really key benchmark within our industry. It puts the Broadway series among the very best cities in the country in terms of ticket sales. So that was a real highlight of the year. Another big standout benchmark was the performance of Wicked. We had 32 sellouts in April and May of this year, and that was just outstanding, making it the largest theatrical event ever in the region.
Numbers that not only benefit the Performing Arts Center, but other arts organizations and the city's economy overall. In fact, the total economic impact to Durham during the center's second year was more than $24 million.
Making connections with the arts and beyond.
Connecting Durham's resources to the city's long-term vision and goals.
Good communication is essential for the city administration and staff to be connected with the needs and priorities of residents. That's where the city's new website comes in. In sharp contrast to the old information-only format, the new website will allow a much more interactive experience between residents and city departments.
One example is the PACs that are currently a part of the Durham community will be able to interact with the police department and other areas of the city.
A new dynamic way of improving the accessibility of city employees to the people they serve. While many changes have already been made, the new website is fully expected to be online by this summer. Information superhighway aside, the conditions of the real streets many of us drive on every day is about to get a lot better. The passage of the $20 million bond will help to connect the quality of Durham streets with the expectations of its residents and the overall image of the city. The bond money will allow approximately 150 miles of streets in the worst condition to be repaved by the end of 2012 paving season. Once that backlog is finished, funding for the routine street maintenance will be included in the annual operating budget. A goal so important to city leaders that it was included as a major component of Durham's first ever 3-year strategic plan, a significant connection between the city's resources and its initiatives.
The more that we have clarity around strategic direction, the better we can allocate our time, the better we can allocate the city's resources to be most efficient and effective.
The adoption of the plan will mark the culmination of more than 2 years' worth of collaboration between the city administration, employees, and residents.
We have involved over 100 employees, the people who are actually on the ground doing the work, and we feel like it's a good product.
A true testament to the importance of the connections your city made in 2010, and you can count on us to step up our game in the coming year. We are a city of champions, and we're proving it every day, on and off the court.